The Middle East may have just witnessed a secret diplomatic twist. Not on the battlefield, though, not through any missile, not through fighter jets roaring across the skies, but inside the closed rooms between countries trying to stop a war before it even begins. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this time, three unexpected players have stepped forward: Turkey, Qatar, Egypt. Yes, three regional partners are now trying to play peace brokers between the United States and Iran. And you know what they are proposing is being described as a high risk, high stakes temporary peace formula. A formula that could slow down one of the world's most dangerous political rivalries. So let's break it down and understand what really is happening in the Middle East. Well, according to emerging diplomatic signals, these three nations have floated a new framework. A proposal built around one simple idea: stop immediate conflict, even if permanent peace is still far away. Think of it as a pause button, and that too on a rapidly increasing crisis. Then there is a plan that revolves around three powerful conditions. And yes, you know what? Each of one, it targets a major source of global tension. Condition number one: uranium enrichment freeze. Iran would temporarily halt the expansion of its uranium enrichment activities. And now, why is this so sensitive? Because uranium enrichment is directly linked to nuclear capability. Iran says its nuclear program is peaceful and focused on energy, but Western countries fear that enriched uranium could eventually be used to build up the nuclear weapons. Now, by freezing the enrichment, the proposal aims to reduce immediate nuclear fear. Now comes condition number two: missile limitation. The plan suggests restricting the use or testing of ballistic missiles. These missiles are capable of carrying heavy warheads across long distances. And Iran's missile program has always worried that its regional rivals and the US are looking onto it. Limiting missile activity, that could mean reducing military pressure across the Middle East. Now, condition number three: a mutual non-aggression understanding. This could be the most dramatic part of the proposal. It suggests both Iran and the US, they would agree not to directly attack each other, not a full alliance though, not permanent friendship. Just a temporary promise to step back from military confrontation. But here's where the story it gets even more complicated, because this proposal is not being presented as a final peace deal. It is being pitched as a conflict prevention agreement, a way to calm tensions while bigger political disagreements remain unresolved. In the end, let's talk about Turkey, Qatar, and Egypt. Why are they involved here? Well, these countries hold very unique diplomatic influence. Turkey remains communication channel with both Western and regional partners. Qatar has historically acted as a negotiation bridge in multiple global conflicts. Egypt holds strong diplomatic and security influence across the Arab politics, and together they are trying to create a very neutral mediation platform. But yes, not everybody is likely to support this plan. Basically, Israel, that's what we are talking about. Yes, Israel has taken a very tough position against Iran right now. In fact, they are provoking the US. Israeli leadership has repeatedly argued that limiting Iran's program is not enough. Some voices in Israel push for deeper structural changes inside Iran's leadership and military structure, and that creates a completely different approach from the proposed de-escalation plan. So, the big question now is the US-Iran Peace Act really possible in such a tensed Middle East environment? Or is this just a dream idea of three Muslim nations trying to stop the war?